Yeah.
Can you expand on what a taxman is?
No, he
please,
lives
Brian?
in living Downing Street, him. Well, a taxman is a bit... Have you ever heard of Genghis Khan?
Yes.
Well, he was probably the best warrior of all time, and he used to go around taxing, and he would go into places like villages and say, if you give me £50,000, I'll look after you and make sure everything's all right. So what we started doing, me and my pal Lee Duffy, who's passed away now, he was stabbed and shot to death, we'd go and tax drug dealers. And to me, the fair game, you know, because...
Who could you tell?
Pardon?
You can't go to the police, could they?
Well, to tell you the truth, I'm the first person in British history to be arrested. We allegedly taxed a drug dealer of a kilo of coke, and he went to the police, and the armed response come. There was 17 of them, I remember at the time, and they said, Brian, open the door to the police, open the door, and I wouldn't, but they won't kick the door in because I'm down for firearms, they say.
Yeah.
So they're out there with these Azuzi troopers that were out, and they're all stood outside with the guns. Come out. In the end, I went out, I got arrested, and I was arrested for armed robbery for taking drugs off a black lad from Nigeria, bringing him into the country, and I've taxed him. But when it went to court, the judge said, how could this go to court? He's bringing the drugs in and they're taxing him off, and it's just never heard of. So it was the first person ever in history to be done for it.
Holy shit. So the judge didn't kick it out?
He just got kicked out, got kicked out.
Got kicked out?
Completely? Completely got kicked out. They said, how can you take this to court? But there was no proof in the end, nothing. But I was arrested for that armed response, yeah.
People watching this are thinking, he robs drug dealers. Drug dealers, some of them are quite organised gangsters. They've got weapons. They're ready for people to rob them.
Yep.
What does it take to be a good taxman?
A lot of balls, mate. And a lot of... you've got a lot of strategy and all. You can't just walk. Well, but when I used to be with Lee Duffy, we used to always have the key. He said, "What's the key?" I said, "My size 12 foot." I said, the door always comes in with that. So yeah, we used to tax them. You might go out all day and you might get a couple of grand sometimes. But see, years and years ago, when we were doing it in the early 90s and the early 80s. There was just cannabis mainly about then, so it was easy to do because you could it was in bulk, you know. Pardon me, and you'd get like maybe 10k, you'd sell it on to somebody else for 20 grand or something, and you'd get 23 or something. But 20 grand then, probably like 50 grand now, but it was easy to do. But what it was with them days, there was probably 15, 20 big dealers in every town, but now there's a dealer in every single street, and they've probably bought half an ounce. So you'd be kicking 500 doors in, coming on with a couple of £100, so it's not worth the taxing's gone. It's a bit like Jesse James and the James gang robbing stagecoaches on horseback or trains on horseback. With technology now, it's changed, but there's that many plastic gangsters now, they're all selling it, especially with the tunnel open now to Europe, which links, so it's easy to bring through. So, but when we used to tax them, we just go to the door. You need at least three. You need a driver, you need one at the back and one at the front. And we'd go to the door. But when I'd lead, there was mainly Duffy, arguably the best two fighters in the country at the time. And they'd look and just give us the money. We didn't have to give them good. We never got good items out, you know. The odd person got thrown the boot of the car or things like that, but they give us the gear.
How did you get your intelligence on who to rob?
Because people would be scoring, like, say, Tommy Smith would say, Johnny Jenkins is selling, he's selling. So he'd take him up. Or you could get somebody like say you just... hypothetically speaking, you were the dealer and you were going to give 10 key to him. He's dropping 10 key at 10 o'clock tomorrow. So I'll say, well, I'm going to have to give you a bat in the eye, but I'll give you 2 key for doing it. And I'm getting 8. And he's getting a bat in the eye, getting a black eye, but he's getting 2 kilos. So he's making maybe 5 grand or something. And I'm getting the gear. So there's different ways of doing it, you know.
Now, you've made it sound like it's quite a smooth operation, but I imagine sometimes it went wrong.
Yeah.
Got any stories there?
I'll tell you a very, very funny one. I went to do a tax to this house one night, and there was these black lads selling, because a lot of the yardie lads were coming from like Liverpool, Wales, Manchester, London, that, because they've only been a little place, Middlesbrough. There's not as many places and not as many cameras, so they were selling in the houses. So I go to this house, there was 2 black lads in, one had a screwdriver. I thought, I'll do him. I'll knock him out and bang him. And anyway, I knocked him out and grabbed the gear off the other one. But there was 2 big fat girls, I was set, big like Jamaican type girls, with a blanket on them. And they were sat there, and I thought, oh, they've got nothing to do. So anyway, I'm getting the gear, I turned around, she CS-gassed me. And I went, fucking hell, I couldn't see or nothing anyway. And then one had the knife, and anyway, I had to pick it up. I couldn't see, and I had to pick it up and use it as a shield to get out of the house. And they phoned the police on me, and the police gave him an escort back to Leeds with the crack in the pockets. It's unbelievable, honestly.
Wow.
The place, you got to go, Brad, but I'm outside pouring water in my eyes because my eyes are absolutely, that's gas. Yeah, so it doesn't always go to plan sometimes.
And they were bonny lasses too, like.
Pardon?
They were big girls as well.
Oh, they were big girls, yeah.
Yeah.
But, yeah, that was a funny story. But, yeah, we've had some beauties. I mean, I remember Lee Duffy telling me a story. He said he went in the house, he was going to the lad, where's your gear? And he kept stepping over this carpet and, where's the gear? He's saying, where's the fucking gear? And the lad gave him 5,000 acid. And Lee was stepping over 10 key. There was 10 key on the floor with the carpet. And he kept stepping over it, looking at all the house.
Where the gear is.
And where the gear, it was under his feet. You know, you can't see the wood for the tree type of thing. So, yeah, that's another one. But, yeah, we've had some beauty. So I went to a caravan once and you can smell speed straight away. Open the door, cat piss.
Yeah.
Found it 36 grand with the speed. I've took 50 grand with the E. I've took 250 grand with the cash. Allegedly. And we've had 10 grand, 20 grand. We bought an iron bar one day, which is a soap bar to people who don't know of cannabis, and it comes in 9, so it's like 4 to add up to 36 ounces. So anyway, we had to buy one, so I put loads of bags of sugar in this bag, and this lad said, have you got the test? I said, hold on, mate, hold on. Give him the 9 bar, and he tested, fucking brilliant. So he gives us the money, and I've given him the bag. And he hasn't had time to look at the bag and we've gone with the money, you know what I mean? So we've had some beauties, yeah.
How many years were you a taxman?
Oh, 30 years, really.
30 years?
30 years.
What kind of injuries have you sustained over your career?
I've been stabbed, I've been shot at. We went to have a fight with some lads at Redcar once, and when we got there, British Horsey was there, Vulture, a few other friends of mine, and we got there, there was about 12 of us, and there's about 30 of them. So we got out, went to a fight, and he had a bang, 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 and these firearms going off. I thought, they're blanks. They're just blanks.
Yeah.
Turned round, all the fucking lorry, where something like the van we were in, all the windows are smashed. And I'm about 21 and a half stone now. But I was 24 then, and the lad behind me was 12 stone. He got shot in the arm. So, yeah, so it's not as easy as you think sometimes. But most of the times it was just we'd have people knowing when they're getting gear dropped off or when it was coming type of thing, so we just take it off them. Like you said, we can't go to the police, but yeah.
So once you got the merch, you got like big quantities of merch. How are you distributing that then?
Sometimes somebody just buy it one lump. You might have 50 grand on a gear and just say, well, just give us 40 grand and they can sell it on, so it's gone. You know, but never with heroin. I've took heroin off people, I've just threw it down the drain. Because I hate the stuff.
Dirty drug, isn't it?
I hate the stuff. My brother died of it. He was a heroin addict and he hanged himself through it. You know, it's just horrible stuff. I don't like it. I don't like it. And where I live, Ingleby Barwick, I mean, I don't talk to police, but I'll go I'm sorry, you know, like just to keep the peace type of thing. And one came to my house and said, there's been about 17 burglaries on here in the last night. Within 2 hours, I got all the stuff back from all the houses. The cars, the keys, everything was all got back. So I do good for the community. So
how did you do that?
I just found out who it was straight away. Within 10 minutes, I knew who was doing it. But when I had a fight with a big lad called the Iceman. He was 6'10", 26 stone, ex-Marine. And I beat him in a fight, and he grasped me up and got done for attempted murder. He went to the police. I've got the full statement, and goes to police on me. I got remanded. And they had started the fight. They had a machete. They kidnapped my mate and attacked him, hit him on the head with the machete, split his head open, 23 stitches, stabbed him. And I've run down the street. So I'm leaving alone, you killed him. So I kicked the door in. But when I kicked the door, all the bricks fell in through the wall. So I've gone in the house, and this Iceman's he called me Iceman. He couldn't get out because the door was locked. So he had to go. So I punched him, dropped him, and I picked my pal up, picked him up, took him outside, tried to fight this Iceman. He wouldn't fight me, and he could hear the helicopter coming because we were there about 20 minutes. Anyway, the next minute... they've made statements, but because they haven't had time to get the statements together, they've all 6 different people made 6 different versions. There was 8 there, there was 6 there. I said, how can you get 6 people in a car?
They contradict one another.
Exactly, mate. But what happened is the police just withheld all that, and what happened is, what got me off was an old lady and an old man in the late 60s made a 999 phone call. Now, when you make a 999 phone call, it's recorded.
Yeah, straight to the house.
It said, there's a big black lad hit a lad over the head with a machete, but it wasn't. It was a little samurai sword. Oh, they've dragged him in the house. So there's attempted murder and kidnapping. So nothing happened to them. The neighbours next door phoned the police and said, we've got the weapons, what they used on Brian Cockerill and Christopher Curry. They said, we don't need them. That was the police, didn't want to know. And I was remanded for 110 days. But when it went to court, the judge had the statement of the lady saying, there's a big white lad running down the street. Oh, he's kicked the door. He's shouting, leave alone, you killed him. So what I said in my statement was the same as what she said. So the 999 phone call got me off, so I got out. But when I was in jail, I went to jail and I was in there, and it was Mr. Davison, it was a screw in there, nice man, Mr. Feeney. They wanted me to get 10 years. I said, 10 cheeky bastards. He said, no. He said, because for 3.5 months, it's not been one fight, not been one bit of trouble. And there's a bit of trouble in the yard. I went, behave. Then I'll just stop straight away. So, but when I was there, I used to do talks to kids about burgling people's house. I said, you can't burgle somebody's house, because if you burgle someone's house, even if they're millionaires or not, I said they could have a little trinket like that left from the grandma, and that might mean more to them than £1 million. And I got through to some of them, and there was 3 in for murder. I said, how long was it before you thought you were going to kill the person you killed? He went, about 2 or 3 seconds. I said, what did you get? And then next I said, how long was it? He said, 2 or 3 seconds. How long was it? 2 or 3 seconds. I said, look, 1, 2, 20 year. 1, 2, 3, 20 year. 1, 2, 20 year. So for 7, 8 seconds, 60 years you're doing. And they went, wow, no other people, the screws. I just thought, the analogy what I come out with was good, made them realise. But I say to kids now, I'm at school on Thursday, and I'm going to say the same type of thing I'm saying to you is, why would you want to carry a knife? You're not carrying it to peel potatoes, are you?
No.
And if you're carrying a knife to show off, and you get into a fight, you're going to pull that knife in rage, and you're going to stab someone and kill someone, and you're not just going to kill yourself. You're not just going to kill them, you're going to kill yourself, because you're going to go to jail for life. So you've ruined your family, you've ruined his family, and you know. It's
and also, most of the point, you got some people carry knives and they won't ever use it. But if the other guy sees you with a knife, he'll use it.
Well, that's what happened with Lee Duffy.
Yeah.
That's how Lee Duffy did. Allo wasn't carrying a knife. Somebody threw a knife down for him and he stabbed Lee Duffy to death, you know what I mean? So that's what happens. So if you haven't got that knife, you might get a cut eye, a bust nose, a bust lip. You get the jailhouse in the wrong day and go around and apologise, whatever. But if you've got a knife and you stab someone, you go to jail for life.